no Chandler Jones for the second Super Bowl in a row, so that
Broken thumb.
means, yeah, broken thumb. Imagine missing a game for missing a Super Bowl for a broken thumb.
Like they can't put a cast on it. They don't really
Yeah,
have that
man.
technology in Arizona yet.
Arizona.
Mm, you hate to see
Yeah,
it.
that is absolutely pathetic.
All right. So the players making their way onto the field, literally right now, giving us a little pregame show. Let's get them predictions in the chat.
Emmy starts off with the ball first. I'd like to see Emmy set the tone here. Let's see how he plays it.
Is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
So exactly what I expected. It looks like we're starting off in the I form close for Emmy.
Looks like we're starting off in the menus.
Yeah. But what I'm expecting here, I form close power O. Looks like we're going to get a power O to the weak side. Bread and butter run play for the Ravens was probably the biggest reason they're in this position. Watch out for J.K. Dobbins with Tank. Everybody likes the hit stick, so that is a really underrated ability where you can just sneak out 2 to 3 extra yards, because 9 times out of 10, even if the user is able to shoot the play, he's more than likely going to hit stick, and you're going to get a broken tackle.
That's very favorable for Imran's heavy run game.
And we got a quick snap by Emmy. Yes, sir. Don't let him set up.
Phil's going to play the 3-3-5. And I'm guessing he's going to contain both safeties. I don't think he's going to expect many passes out of this formation, which he shouldn't. And again, we're going right back to it. Right back to the I formation. Phil's run defense is going to have to put their hard hats on today.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41.
Another 5-yard run. I'm not expecting Emmy. If it's working, don't get cute. Don't go looking for the big play. These are the type of runs I'm talking about. Just 4 yards here, 5 yards there. And we get another power O play. And that's actually pretty well defended by Arizona. It looks like Phil is only spying one safety to the side he's expecting the run to go to.
Got a 63-10 prediction by our man Moneybag Z, Chiefs user.
And then Phil saw that on film. He knew when Emmy audible to those plays. Emmy is not looking to go downfield. That is the evolution of his game this season. There's been a lot more checkdowns. So Phil saw that on the film and was not even remotely worried about the deeper pass. Just take away the quick throw. It's a good adjustment. 4th and 2. Emmy is feeling the pressure here early, and it looks like he is going for it. This could be. I think he's
Super Bowl. I guess he's gonna risk if he can.
Yeah. But typically,
last game of the season, can't hold anything back.
Typically, the longer you think about it, the less confident you get. So, I'm expecting Emmy maybe to take a time out here and punt the ball. And I honestly don't know if it plays into his favor to play with no rules. I think he should play by the rules here, because the worst thing you can do is tell Phil he can go for 4th and 57, because he will.
Emmy's asking for it right now, but he has to realize exactly if he can do it, little Philly's going to be allowed to do it too.
Yeah, and that could get really ugly. So let's see what Emmy decides to do here. This could set the tone for the game. This is a little thing that could have a very big impact. And Emmy's going. Okay, well, that's how the Super Bowl will be played, ladies and gentlemen. No rules. And I think Phil has seen this play too many times. I think he knows exactly what's coming here. But Emmy with the audible. Let's see if Phil has his.
He's going to play the mind game.
Very dangerous play. But it works. It works. Good. That is a good play by Emmy. I like it. 4th and 2, 30-yard gain. But whether he got it or not, that's still a big rule change in the middle of the Super Bowl because now you have to know Arizona's going to be going for everything. Trust me, I know from experience. And I don't like the call here after getting the first down to immediately go pass heavy. I think he's been running the ball really well. I think he should have stuck with the run. But you got Marquise Brown one-on-one with Troy Apke. I'll take that matchup all day long, too. And I don't think Phil has quite picked up yet that his best pass rusher is one-on-one with Ronnie Stanley. That is not a favorable matchup. If that's the case, Lamar Jackson will have all day to throw the ball because I don't think Phil has another pass rusher who can consistently win. Oh, but there it is. He made the adjustment. Cam Dillon is now lined up against Orlando Brown.
Always focused on the scheme. No little Philly stays with.
And there
Looking
you go.
like the J.K. Dobbins show. We had a little lie by Amy on the pregame interview because it looks like J.K. Dobbins is about to eat.
As soon as Quay asked and Emmy started answering, I don't know, maybe I know Emmy too much, but I could hear it in his voice.
A little weasel.
Hey, Emmy's too smart to give away his scheme like that.
There it goes.
And Phil, that's a little bit undisciplined from him. I would never expect him to not have his defense on by conservative. You got to make Lamar Jackson hand that ball off there.
People that run the read option right, they know not to waste it on a useless play early on in the game. You want to pull it out right here. So that in case the person forgot that little adjustment, that's money.
That is a good time to use it. He probably will not get that play another time this game. He'll probably have to hand that off the rest of the game. But he got a touchdown off of it. That's a great job to open up the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
Our man Grinch007
already
is really slurping little Philly on live broadcast.
What?
Any comments on this?
Now this is the matchup we're looking for, though. We want to see Emmy's defense against Little Philly's offense. Now, depending how this goes, is how like the game's gonna really go by.
Absolutely. What it do, Wade? Going up to the chat.
And here we go. You know it's 1-4-6 all game. We're gonna see what Phil can do to counteract this. He does have some receivers, but Chacina's pretty much gonna be on Humphreys all game. So you got to think Chacina will not see much work this game. Oh, and David Smart. Okay. So it looks like Phil's early plan is to counteract the man coverage by motioning a receiver over and running slants across the field. So make Emmy pick between one of the two crossers. Not a bad plan. Let's see if Emmy is able to make some adjustments to that. And yep, here we go again. Smart's going to run a slant, and you're going to have a post coming back the other way. Emmy's going to have to pick between the two.
And that route technician is mean on the slant. He's leaving the defender at least 5 yards behind.
Yeah, Emmy's going to try to double team. That's what his adjustment was that play. But a little Madden tip, you should never double team in man coverage because it messes up the players. And one of the players always gets caught getting left, and then sometimes what you'll see is that they kind of run into each other. So you should probably never do that in Madden. And then that is a hard play to stop. He's going to run the double in routes, and Emmy's just going to have to pick which one. We saw Griff, the former Raiders use a similar approach to beat Griff. I'm sorry, not to beat Emmy, but against Emmy earlier in the season. Emmy didn't have any answers for it in that game. So far, does not look like he has any answers. He may have to come out this man coverage because Phil is going to do this all game. And the first time that he does not do the motion, everything gets covered really well. So that is good. That is
Madden is for those of you watching, trying to make schemes. That is how complicated Madden is. You motion, everyone's open. You don't, you get clamped.
That is great defense. So this empty tray formation, I can tell you right now, Phil is going right back to that play. Watch out for Ezekiel Elliott on the slot right running a post, and David Smart on the left running a slant. And Emmy's just going to have to pick.
I tried to run it in alternate team.
Perry Bonner. Go ahead, Steph. What were you saying?
I tried to run this play in alternate team after watching Philly win the Super Bowl with it. Absolutely no success. Making that read is complicated for me, bro.
Yeah.
Got me throwing the wrong side every single play.
And it's really stupid that it doesn't, like, no matter who that running back is. Like, if you notice, that's a corner against Ezekiel Elliott. And for some reason, Zeke will cook him on that post every time. So it forces Emmy's hand. He either has to help the slant or he has to stick with Zeke. And again, there you go. Like, that makes no sense. Ezekiel Elliott never caught a pass in his life. Is going to beat that corner all game. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to hate Madden.
Well, we definitely all do. And a big player right there already, D-line.
Yes, Shaquille Griffin. So Emmy changed up his approach a little bit that play. He decided to man Zeke up with a different player, and then he gave the bluff like he was going to cover it. And I think that was just to discourage Phil from throwing it. So we'll see if that's the adjustment for whenever Phil goes back to that empty tray. Same combo right here, Smart, slant. And if you notice right there, Smart is wide open. You should never double team, ladies and gentlemen, man coverage. It messes up the players for some strange reason. I know in theory it seems like a good approach, but take my advice. It never works. Look at the replay. You'll see Smart is wide open. But and Kyler Murray.
This is going to be a good game.
Kyler Murray drags.
And the quarterback scoring the first touchdowns for each side of the teams. The mobile quarterbacks showing some of the meta here for Madden for sure.
Showing some leg.
Drags Calais Campbell into the end zone. That is
Kyler Murray dragged Calais. That's funny.
That is unfortunate. So I know Emmy had some success last drive throwing the ball a little bit, but I don't want him to get away from the game plan. He's damn near averaging 5 to 7 yards a pop. Keep the ball on the ground. Keep Phil guessing. I don't want him to make this a shootout with Phil. I just don't think it's smart. And there you go, 5 for 30. That's 6 yards of carry, ladies and gentlemen. Make Phil stop this run game.
That's definitely what I tried doing, but he stopped my run game.
Yeah, this Ravens O-line is a force to be reckoned with. And then on this, we have Emmy with the hot route master. 9 times out of 10, he likes to just run 4 vertical routes and then take off of Lamar Jackson. So I think we're going to see that here, but Phil is ready for it.
That's an Emmy type scheme. It's something you don't even see like Ultimate Team people doing. It's just something smart. It just makes sense, and he's gonna execute it perfectly.
So with the 98 speed, Lamar Jackson,
exactly.
it ain't that tough.
I mean, yeah, but like to think about this scheme and to execute it perfectly. It requires a little.
Emmy definitely has evolved his game from his past Maddens for sure. It's a new type of Emmy coming in, a new type of monster, and he's showing out here these past couple of seasons.
A tight slot. Watch for J.K. Dobbins out the backfield. Yep, that is another play. Oh, and what a juke by J.K. Dobbins. Phil is going to have to take away the flats here. Emmy's passing game this season has been a lot more dip and dunk. He is not like those deeper passes as much this season. So Phil is going to have to take away those quick outlet passes, or not, he is going to kill him underneath all game. And we're going probably right back. I formation close.
I'm not agreeing with you, saying using Lamar requires no skill at all. I disagree with you guys here.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It takes 0 skill to use Lamar Jackson.
He said Natty would be a Super Bowl.
Well, you have the 2 cheesy quarterback. We're running mobile quarterbacks right here, going head to head. So
you got the motion halfback swing. So if you guys, so he audibled out of it. But what I was going to say is the motion halfback swing. Remember, Emmy is telling you when it's the swing and when it's a fake. If you don't see any hot routes, you know it's the swing. So let's see if Phil picks up on that the next time he goes to that play. Honestly, the last time on the 4th and 2, I don't know where Phil was at. But
a little hesitation there by J.K. Dobbins. Might have cost him a little bit of more yards on that one.
Outside.
Yeah,
here we go. There's a big stop here. Could be
flat routes, and he does. And you get
sacked with a fumble.
And Emmy actually missed his tight end wide open because Phil knew that the flats were coming. He hard flatted, and the tight end was wide open on about the 10-yard out route. But again, his game has evolved a little bit more this season, whereas he doesn't get his quick read. He's taking off with Lamar, and looks like this front seven was ready for that.
Yeah, what it do, BTG? Pulling up to the chat late. But yeah, Emmy, he has Justin Tucker, best kicker in the game. So
what a beautiful thing.
He doesn't have to take any risks. He can literally run the ball, try to get past midfield, and that's points.
But definitely you don't want to play the field goal game with Philly though.
You do not. No, you do not.
You're definitely not gonna keep up kicking field goals all game.
So it looks like he's seen enough of the man coverage, and he's going to the cover 2. This can be kind of dangerous because Emmy does not have zone drop, so the weak spot in cover 2 is in between the corner and the safety. So let's see if Phil's able to take advantage of that. Or the middle of the field when you leave it that wide open. Oh, so Emmy's seen enough of it after one play, and we're going right back to the man coverage. So again, expect Smart to motion over to run a slant, and then we're going to have a post by Chisena. There's the slant.
The purple.
Oh, what is
disgusting? What the hell is that?
Trying to hit a stop and go, maybe.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Stopped and went, but went the wrong way.
There we go. Emmy making the adjustments here, switching to the cover 4.
Emmy can figure out the depth that he needs for the purple zones. He can probably stop both sides. Slants, like put him at like 10 yards or something. Probably have a defender on each play.
But it seems Phil has picked up on something where Emmy does not have a flat defender, even whether he's in man or zone. He doesn't have anyone accounting for the running back, so he is going to have to adjust for that, or Zeke is going to look like Christian McCaffrey.
Exactly. He's got his purple zones at least 20.
Zeke is already 6 for 72.
Looks like the running backs are playing a very pivotal game for both teams on this game. Yep. The 2 mobile quarterbacks, and they're both letting each other's running backs eat this game. You got Ezekiel Elliott on one side and J.K. Dobbins on the other. Both going off right now.
Well, it's similar schemes, but Emmy's running with him. Philly's just
and one is thinking and dunking.
He's passing the ball to Zeke.
Yep.
So again, and Phil just misses a display, but yeah, wide open. Emmy's going to have to make adjustments for that, or Zeke is going to kill him. I know he doesn't want to get beat deep over the top, so he has quarter flats, which is what the purples are called. He has them set to about 20 yards, but if he's not going to cover that himself or man someone up on Zeke, then Zeke is going to beat him out the backfield all game. So I would expect him to man someone up on him this play, which he does. He mans Patrick Queen up, so now you have to take away the middle of the field. You know a slant is coming. Yep, but then you vacate the other side of the field because your purple drops are still at 20, so he's going to beat you underneath all game.
We have a little Philly here making the quick reads. This is a real tough thing to do, you know?
Yeah, and Emmy likes he doesn't necessarily rush his passers. He likes to play contain in case the quarterbacks get outside of the pocket. But if you see Phil, he's standing tall. He's not moving. So those guys are literally, those 2 edge rushers are literally.
And dot down the middle right here. Nice little pass by K1.
The only way Emmy's gonna Grinch is absolutely sick with the slurping.
Oh my!
But the only way Emmy's gonna stop it.
We're trying to put a stop to that, to the slurps, you know. I'm expecting K1 with a draw. No. Here we go, Chisena.
Yeah, I don't like the run commit on the goal line, but it's a little weird to see Emmy to go. He went for the 4th and 2 on the first drive, and then I don't know what the situation was last drive. I don't think it was more than a 4th and 5, and he decided to kick a field goal. Don't necessarily know if I like that approach, but this is a big drive here because Phil gets ball at half, so probably need him to get some points out of this, preferably a touchdown.
I feel Emmy's in a good spot right now because Philly's only had 2 drives, you know?
Yeah.
Keeps this type of game going, we'll have a chance.
So now Emmy is in a little bit more of a drop back passing set. So I would expect Phil to come out in a much more traditional defense. And he's still playing the 3-3-5. From the looks of it, it's still a cover 3. You got a single high safety. Yes, cover 3. And what I'd like to see, oh, that's a great play. Jackson.
The absolute dot to the playmaker for J.K. Dobbins.
But I like to see Emmy go right back to that formation. And Phil is going to play that cover 3, hit Darren Waller right up the seam. Phil is not carrying him, so I'd like to see him hit him right up the seam, maybe low pass it to avoid those safeties. Same cover 3, single high safety. Yes, I think Emmy sees it. Right, I like to play. Make Phil pick with the 1-2, run that slant, make Phil come up on the slant and try to hit a big play over the middle to Waller.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Oh,
Yeah, the double spy on Lamar Jackson and still clamps everybody down the field. Disgusting.
Some coverage.
Yes, sir. J.K. Dobbins showing out, though.
Who's Jimmy that is, for the second time, being referred to in the chat?
I believe this guy thinks his name is Jimmy instead of Emmy.
Oh. That's funny as hell.
And a playmaker straight into the user alert.
That's a dangerous throw by Emmy. I don't like that. Don't have to force it there.
Mistake of the game.
Yeah, especially when you have multiple receivers in the same area. And I like to see him just take that play on the chin, throw it out of bounds, and take your points. He made the tackle, though, so he shouldn't give up a touchdown. This is the Kyler Murray run all the way. Yep. And this is one of the most annoying plays in Madden. It is almost impossible to stop.
That's the end of the first half with the score Cardinals 14.
All right, 14-10 game. Good game so far. Emmy's going to have to come out. First thing I like to see him do is fix his zone drops. He cannot continue to have those players dropping back at 20 yards. Phil is just going to beat him underneath, and there's no room for error in a 2-yard throw. You're going to have to make him push the ball downfield, see if you can force him into maybe a 50-50 ball. But these 2-yard throws that are wide open, there is no room for error. I'm sorry, there's no error on those type of plays. There is no consequences, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going back to the cover 2 here. Emmy has the middle linebacker down the middle of the field. Phil is just going to...
Randalius, our Buccaneers user, asking where the Packers are representing the NFC in the Super Bowl.
And again, Phil is just going to continue to pick them apart underneath with Zeke. 13 for 14, 169 yards. I got to think Zeke has more than half of those.
15 of those.
Zeke has 8 receptions, 101 yards.
So Emmy's going back to the man coverage here. So what he cannot do is man people up and leave Zeke open. You got to make somebody else beat you. So Zeke is manned up, but his defender is probably a little too far inside. Maybe not. And there's the coverage. There is the coverage. That's perfect.
Shot Emmy one and hit a turnover. This is what Emmy has to do. He has to put the zone on Zeke's side in a blue zone, and then keep the purple zone on the other side of Zeke.
Yep, so that is the coverage. We're going to see what Phil does to counteract that. Imagine Smart is coming in motion again. And Deion Odin was just sitting in the flat last time covered, so I know Phil is going to give him a different route this play to have another outlet, so that way he's just not sitting there and he can't throw him the ball. Boom. Oh.
Chisena burning Marlon Humphreys.
Yep, that crossing, one step ahead or not, crossing routes just cannot be guarded by man coverage in this Madden. Doesn't matter what abilities or overall you have. The game just will not allow you to cover it. So I don't know what Emmy did differently between those two plays, because prior to that, Marlon Humphreys had inside help. So he kind of left Marlon Humphreys out to dry on that play.
He's not making the same mistake I did by pressing Chisena. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I hope Chisena's coming in motion this time. And there you go. That's perfect. That's perfect coverage. That is perfect coverage. That is perfect coverage. So what Emmy is
you can't expect that coverage to be to happen every single time though. Right. His corner kept up with the wide receiver the whole time. I'm not expecting that to happen every single play.
Yeah, so he has the two purples here, so both crosses should be covered. The only thing he has to be worried about is that post over the middle to number 12. So that backside corner is just going to have to hold up. Oh.
Chisena once again giving some room from Marlon Humphreys. And I saw Emmy there put a double team on Zeke Elliott.
Yeah, don't like that because since he's gone to the man coverage, Zeke hasn't caught a pass. So I don't understand why he's doubling him. He should be leaving one of those men in the middle of the field to help, so he can take away one crosser and the other guy can take away another crosser. And
with the outstretched ball,
this is what I got.
Touchdown, Lil Philly.
I want to know. Wait.
Yes, sir.
Philly ran forward. Was that just to get some sauce on the pass?
No, he does that because it messes up the zone defender. So anytime the quarterback start moving, all the zone defenders get messed up. So if you just move a little bit,
y'all don't understand the detail. It's details.
Yeah. So that is something Madden has tried to fix. But even with the zone drops, you can have your corner zone drop at 20 yards. But as soon as that quarterback starts moving, all of his programming, it goes out the window, and he's still going to try to come up and make a play on the quarterback.
Hey, this is what I will say, though. I'm confident I've hampered Little Philly's offense by taking Chisena off of his roster. I am genuinely confident in that.
So it is an 11-point game. Emmy doesn't need to panic here. Again, let's get back to running the ball. Let's go score a touchdown here. 17-21, and you will figure the defense out. But what you don't want to do is start pressing and throw another interception. So,
Are you trying to say that Chisena has an under-the-table deal before the season is over?
It's over the table.
That sounds like tampering, doesn't it?
It does sound like tampering. There is no way in hell somebody gets traded. They're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're doing
what deal is signed, boy?
What type of under-the-table thing is this?
If you are in here, can you please look into it? That sounds like tampering.
Damn.
So at this point in the game, it's pretty much 4-down territory. So what Emmy doesn't have to do is start.
And I just would like to say that player too is on the way to Green Bay.
Yeah. So Emmy's getting away from his game a little bit. Again, he had the check down right there wide open. Philly's not worried about it at all, but he's getting a little desperate and felt like he needed a big play. Again, it's only an 11-point game.
But Emmy knows the way he's playing against the offense right now. He knows he needs points right away.
And that is an absolute dot to David Smart.
And that's the thing. Every game you'll see one of these. You can't watch the replay because it's no huddle. Every game he'll have one of these ridiculous throws.
And Kyler Murray has just entered the zone with the run and gun. That means all throws on the run will have perfect accuracy. And he goes right back to Zeke. So what I would like to do, if he plays man coverage, he's only really running one route with Zeke, and that's that flat route. But the man guarding Zeke is a little too far inside.
Hey, no.
So he's
look at the replay. The man guarding Zeke stops running to let him get
Oh, man. I don't know what that is.
Stops running to let him
Oh, man. And then you got them playing man coverage in the goal line, and it's just too many people to cover. Emmy's trying to send some pressure to throw Phil off his game, but Phil is not blinking at all. Good games in the chat, Jimmy. Isn't Blue Mania J Money? He knows his name is Emmy.
he was baptized during this game.
Oh, that is funny. They're already calling for the interview. It's only an 18-point game.
That's crazy. That's actually funny.
So, Emmy, let's get back to taking what the defense gives you. I know it doesn't look the best right now, but
knowing Emmy now, he's just going to let it loose. He's going to try to let it fly.
Yeah, but Phil is not playing man coverage, so this motion Marquise Brown over for a street route is not going to work against the zone. So that was pretty much a pointless motion, and that is a horrible throw. Looks like Emmy is thrown in the towel.
So there, errant throw by him.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he's thrown in the towel a little bit. This might get ugly. What was the score Phil predicted? He said 56-21? Oh.
21 might be a little bit too much.
Yeah. And look at that DB go up and get that pass. Who is that?
Hey, how many times have...
Oh!
Whoa!
And
can he beat the 98 speed K1? Oh, and an O lineman 99 speed out of nowhere makes a tackle.
I don't like the return on this one at all. He should have brought Kyler out on the island and then started swerving.
So right there, Phil knows Emmy like to plays man coverage, so he tried to sneak a quick curl route in. A curl route is one of those another unguardable man coverage routes, but I guess he didn't account for Emmy putting the purple there. I think because Emmy's been getting beat by slants on the goal line, I think he thought maybe he'd be over-committing to stop those slants, but whether it was luck or not, Emmy was prepared for it, and Troy Apke one-on-one with Hollywood.
PhiIyy.
That's what he was looking for.
So that is a big play right there. So let's see if Emmy can capitalize here, get a touchdown, and get back in this game. And the one thing about Phil is not going to let up with throwing the ball, no matter what his lead is. He's going to keep throwing it, so Emmy's going to have some chances.
And a great read right there by the 60.
Isaiah Simmons.
67,000 overall, Isaiah Simmons.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
Oh, wow. They're accusing me of labbing up Phil. Grinch, I have been looking at houses all day, brother. Me and Phil have not talked today. Like, come on, man.
I've got to call shenanigans on that.
Come on, man.
There's a conspiracy out there that Lil Philly was... They said he was skiing this weekend, but I think he was labbing up with Quay for 2 whole days.
Took pictures of a random Xbox.
To be honest with you, Phil is my brother, but I'll never hear the end of it if he wins the second Super Bowl. So I was kind of torn between who I was rooting for, and I say all that to say I can assure you I did not laugh with him.
And there it is, Lamar Jackson down the middle.
17-10. All right. Phil is going to keep throwing this ball, so let's see if Emmy can make adjustments. I mean, I think at this point, I think his best strategy, it may be to let Phil get down to the goal line to condense the field a little bit. So that way those crossers don't have as much room to run. That may be his best chance because maybe from the 20 or midfield, there's just too much room for those crossers to run. So he may have to just wait till the field condenses and then try to get stops that way. But
well, maybe next time, Lil Z, you should instead of spending your money on the Chiefs, spend the money on the Ravens with a cheesy quarterback.
Couldn't have said it better.
So here we go. Emmy goes back to the cover 3, but he still has those purples at 30 yards. So again, expect Zeke to kill him in the flat again. Zeke to kill him in the flat.
There it is. Flat's open.
Yeah, and I don't know if Emmy just doesn't remember that he has his zone drops like that, or is he willing to live with that? It's kind of hard to imagine he's willing to live with that every play. Okay, there you go. So now he threw the hard flat out there. So now you got to just take away the middle of the field. Phil is going to make you pick. You're just going to have to guess right. There you go.
That's perfect coverage right there.
Perfect defense. The only downside to this is, again, Emmy still has those zone drops at 30 yards. So Deion Oden is to the right, wide open in the flat. But from my experience with Phil, he does not like that throw. So
that's the one you gotta leave open, basically.
Yeah.
That was A1 coverage right there by Emmy, though. If he keeps running the same, there it goes.
I
Forces
knew
the
it.
pick.
Yo, Emmy, what are you doing, bro? Go outside, you scrub.
That is a great play.
This guy, I knew it, and I knew as soon as I saw the tight end stay in to pass that he was on a delay for sure.
But what's interesting is I didn't know there was a delayed curl. I know there's a delayed fade. There's a delayed cross. Yeah, so I'm a little confused why Deion Oden sat right there. I'm thinking Phil was trying to throw vertical because he saw how Emmy screamed down. But great play by Emmy.
The adjustments by Emmy, though. This is what we like to see. Growing during the Super Bowl.
A touchdown right here puts the pressure back on Phil, but you do not want to settle for a field goal here. That kind of lets Phil off.
If we got a touchdown here, this fourth quarter is going to be fireworks.
Most definitely. But I know Emmy's taking the field goal if he has to. Make it a
I don't like it.
Yeah, I think he has to go. I think he has to go touchdown or bust here.
Everybody in the stadium knows Lamar Jackson is getting this football. I'm pretty sure Phil does too. Let's see if he run commits here. He does. I don't know if he ran commit or not, but that was great defense. They were ready for it.
Here we go.
And Emmy's going for it again. I don't think anybody's touching this ball here except Lamar. Oh! He rushes the slant. I don't like that call. It was man covered. Yeah, he played him inside, though. Troy Aki is playing inside. He had no chance of completing that slant route. I don't like the thought of taking the ball out of my best player's hand. I would like to see Lamar go get that 1 yard on a scramble. So now Emmy has to do it all over again. Again, let's take away the middle of the field. Zeke is wide open. I don't know what Emmy's doing.
No, that definitely is not the defense that he called before. He needs to make the same adjustments.
He put Shaquille Griffin in a hard flat now. So now he has Zeke is going to be covered. So now he just has to worry about the middle of the field. And yeah. So this is another thing that you guys are noticing. When Phil is motioning, it's messing up Emmy's zones, and that's because he's playing by overall. So what I would like them to do is take it to default. I mean, if you're playing zone anyway, you don't necessarily have to match up. Because if you play that zone and Phil keeps motioning, then the zone players are going to be out of place. So I'd like for him to see go back to default, because Phil is just going to keep motioning these players, and it's going to mess up his zones. And Chacina's in the zone here. I think that's double me, so we might see a shot here.
Dude just stood there next to the ball. I know this man is sick.
Oh my goodness. That hurts.
Yo, look, who is that? Who is this? Number 50.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's Ruben.
Yo, that's the play of the game. Yo, he's just standing there, bro. Yo, I swear, I think you can get a refund from EA from that. You lost your Super Bowl because dude was just standing there next to the ball.
Steph, I can assure you EA is not refunding a dime.
Oh, it's called the Great Game Clause.
That is terrible. So, Emmy, again, we're going to have to go back to you have these zone drops way too far. Phil is just going to kill you underneath. So now like he's working the front side of the formation. So to this trip side, he's just running a man into the flats. Oh, okay. Not twice. Oh, but the delayed fade. And Kyler Murray just misses.
Intended for number 89. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So, Emmy, there you go. He's laying down. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure. So, again, he's laying down the hard flat to take away the quick pass to Zeke, but now he's just vacating the other hard flat. So, again, I like to see Emmy go back and reset his zone drops to default, especially you're at the 16-yard line. Why do you have your purple zones dropping 20 yards on the 16-yard line? Just doesn't make sense. I think he's so far into this game that he's no longer thinking. He's probably a little frustrated. But you can't let the frustration kick in. You got to start thinking logically.
Definitely got to be salty about that 4th and 1.
And Phil has Chacina in at fullback. I have never seen this before.
The new lab almost worked.
What is that?
Yo, what did you just do?
I gotta talk to him about that. How did he do that bullshit?
Hey man, the DB just stood there. He let him go in the end zone. Whoa.
Oh.
Made a replay.
That hurts.
Disgusting on the Super Bowl with the lights on.
Not this.
Max
Steph, every game of the week I do this happens.
That's true. Must have something to do with it.
Yeah, he lost. You see, they're telling him to reconnect to the EA servers. So, Emmy definitely did not pull the plug. It looks like he just lost connection to the EA servers.
So for those of you watching, usually in this situation, what we do is we let the person that's up on the scoreboard choose if he wants to restart the whole game or if he wants to recreate the same scenario. So logically,
now I know Phil, and I know historically he would restart the game, but there was a little bit of controversy with Emmy in the situation earlier.
People are asking for a restart, for a 0-0 restart, bro.
Yeah.
Restart.
Historically, Phil would do this, but I think based on that controversy we've seen with Emmy in this exact same situation, I don't know if Phil is going to restart the game. I think he's going to argue for the same score and play out the last 4 minutes, but you never know.
Boo. Jimmy better fuck it. Little Philly better restart this game.
Oh, wow. So, Phil, according to Emmy, Phil, if they restart the game, Phil is taking an L for sure because of a lucky fumble. And Phil's response was, yeah, just like you would have versus blank, a certain person, I won't say their name, Mop. So Phil is arguing that, again, a little backstory. So Emmy was playing another user in the league, and I believe he was down 10, 14 points. It was something like that. And the game disconnected, and they agreed to start the game up 0-0. Emmy ended up winning that game, and that said user said, well, Emmy, I was winning the first game. Why don't we play a third time? So that way we both went 1-1. Emmy refused. So again, yeah, I don't know if this game is going to get ran back. I think what we're going to see is them play out this last 4 minutes with the same score. But I think Emmy's going to try to
They're insulting each other's internet at the moment.
Yeah, I think Emmy's game plan right now is to try to get Phil's ego involved.
Absolutely.
Get him to play the game 0-0.
His internet, his gameplay, how he got to the Super Bowl.
It says Phil's options were our running back full game 21-0, or we can recreate. I think Emmy's going to argue that it wasn't 20 or 21-point lead, and Phil's response is going to be, well, I was about to score, and that was going to make it essentially a 21-point lead.
I see.
Yep, and he said you were up 11. Why would we run it back 21-0?
Have to interject here.
And the big man has put his foot down and stepped in. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, it looks like Emmy has thrown in the towel and said he's fine with forced win. So now if I'm Emmy here, I think I would give Phil the 21 points and just play the full game over. That's better than recreating a potential 3.3 score deficit with 4 minutes left. So if it was me, I would say, fine, just give me the 21 points and we run the whole game over. Nobody wants to take a forced loss in a Super Bowl. Okay, so Emmy's saying let's just play a quarter.
How far were they into the fourth?
They had 4 minutes and 36 seconds left. Phil about to score to go up. He was up 11. Touchdown would have put him up 18.
All right. So Blake also tired of this nonsense.
Yo, Blake really be fed up with y'all. Yo, Blake is one of the funniest people on the planet, bro. He be fed up. He don't have time for the foolishness.
A lot of nonsense that goes down in the Blessed League. So, sometimes you got to be a salty man.
I like what Emmy tried to do there to play to Phil's ego by saying, I guarantee you, we run this back, you're going to lose.
I would definitely do the exact same. I would even go a lot harder.
Yeah.
Throw in some insults in there, insult his skill level, maybe his character.
Yeah, play to his ego, see if you can kind of, and then you get him in that mode where you say, all right, he wants to prove to you that he'll beat you again. But Phil looks like he was a little too smart for that approach. I know I would have fell for it.
That's funny. I believe you did already.
That is an absolute fact. You live and you learn.
Most definitely. So I'm not sure what they're doing. They're going to recreate. They're probably going to let Philly get to the 15 and then play him up 11. Maybe they'll play the whole quarter. Imran gets a few more minutes if he does that.
Yep. And again, he's going right back to the zone drops. Let's see if he's still going to... Oh, he actually set them to 10. That's actually a whole lot better.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's a whole lot better as opposed to shutting them to 20 and then Zeke kills you in the flat. I don't know if they're going to recreate field position, but from the way... I mean, they may just play it out with 11.
All right, so back to the action here.
And I think Phil at this point is just trying to get this game over with. But Calais Campbell is not going for
his first handoff of the game. That literally looked really bad.
Yeah, they are going to recreate the exact situation. Phil is just going to throw a straight, get it down to maybe about the 15-yard line. Okay, so he's leaving the outside receiver on the right wide open. Phil throws it. And that's close to the 16-yard line. So for anyone that just tuned in, this game was a disconnect. The Cardinals were up 11 points, so we are going to recreate the situation. So just add 11 to whatever Arizona has, and we're going to play the rest of this game out. Or the rest of this quarter out, excuse me. And some people in the chat are accusing Phil of being scared of running it back 0-0. Interesting approach.
Absolutely. We got to find wide open lane.
Oh! A1 with a slide underneath the hurdling defender.
So you would slide in the game.
Yeah, with Emmy playing with Lamar Jackson, you would think he would know till you have to spy the mobile quarterbacks. And I don't know quite what he was doing there. He's been getting beat a lot by that second slant, so he tried to user it himself. But apparently he left David Smart wide open. I don't know if that was just a busted coverage, and he didn't know he was blitzing the man covering Smart.
Sorry for those technical difficulties.
So it is an 18-point game, but Emmy has about an extra minute and a half. So let's see what he can do. Yeah, it doesn't appear that Phil's going to be able to get his banner and his MVP stuff, Steph, because they're not. What are they just going to quit after the first quarter and just do the fourth one?
Hey man, no word of a lie. You might just get the same exact banner. You want to repeat and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm sick right now.
So am I. I'm never going to hit the end of this.
I'm deleting the league.
Disgusting.
Absolutely. I can't have this. I can't tolerate this.
Facts.
So with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left, down 18, he starts off with the run. He probably should have did that a couple drives ago. Now it's go time, so I don't think you really have time for inside zone right now. And it doesn't appear that he's reading it. He looks like he's just trying to throw the slant route. That is a very dangerous throw. I'd like to see him read that before just predetermining he's going to throw that.
Moneybag Z and the Chiefs are very happy by the way this game is going.
They really calling this man Jimmy. It's so funny.
It is kind of funny.
So Lamar gets outside the pockets. That is a weird route concept with Darren Waller underneath. I would like for him to see Emmy do a delayed fade to Darren Waller so him and Waller aren't running side by side next to each other. He has to be careful throwing that because that is identical to the pass that was picked off earlier in the game. So 4th and 7, we're about to see Emmy's bread and butter play out a split close Patriot. Play action pass, crossers all across the field, crosser to Marquise Brown, crosser to Darren Waller, and the outside receiver number 86, I think that's Godwin, is going to run like a little slant. So you are flooding the middle of the field, making Phil pick one. Let's see if it works. Yeah, he did, and then under pressure, inaccurate. That is Cam Jordan, I believe. Yep, that is edge threat elite, ladies and gentlemen. That is edge threat with under pressure. So that might be it. That might be all she wrote.
Not anymore. Shit, against someone that's just passing the ball.
And then Phil is just trying to embarrass him at this point. Just throwing the straight go route. He feels this game is over.
Marlon Humphrey just missed it.
Yeah, Marlon Humphreys has had a rough Super Bowl. He's challenging the play. Did Chesina catch that?
Amy Staple, no.
No, Marlon Humphrey, interception.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So he was challenging whether. Oh, he caught the ball.
He got his feet down, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it looks like we went back to the man coverage. Yes, we did. And so this is what I was saying. Emmy should have made that adjustment earlier. So now he has his purples going about 10 yards. So now, if he had a spy on Kyler Murray, then he forces Phil to make riskier passes. Because those little 2-yard throws underneath, there's no risk in those throws. There you go. So now he's having to throw the ball a little bit further downfield. Maybe your DBs can make some plays for you. All right, there's a great play for you. Emmy should have. I think if they played this game over, I think Emmy would have been prepared for that. But it's unfortunately he did not pick up on this until late. So he has the hard flat going out to the left to take away Zeke. So now he just has to cover the middle of the field. You know, it's 2 crossers, and you get a sack. So even though the crosser to Chesina looks open, because it's the red zone, the DBs are a lot closer. So even if he looks open, when the quarterback throws the ball, who knows? You may get a Madden animation where your corner jumps up 20 feet and picks the ball. It's a little bit harder to get that from the 50-yard line, though. Yikes.
And the dot to Chesina.
Yeah. Too much.
Ooh, look at this. This is Madden, man. Please, everyone, look.
Oh, the disrespect. He's trying to run up the score.
Look at the replay. Look at the corners at the beginning of this route.
Oh, he just stands there. I didn't even notice that. So again,
it's not even like a speed.
It's the crossing routes. Madden just will not allow you to cover them, man.
There's no point in having a lit corner, man. No point.
Yeah. Emmy lived in
high overhaul or low overhaul. They're getting glued.
They're getting fucking left in the dirt.
Emmy lived and died by the man coverage this game.
I think the way to play Philly, you got to start out with man, find out which routes you can't cover man, and then start putting the zones where you can cover.
That is a big time throw and catch by, is that J.K. Dobbins? Yes, it is. That's a big time throw and catch. And Lamar's in the zone with Bazooka. Oh, I don't like that throw. I would like to see him throw to RB over the middle of the field. I don't know if he didn't see Denzel Ward right there, but I don't like that throw.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Until when the Phils figured that the way to best neutralize Emmy's passing attack is literally just make him sit back there and beat you just with straight drop back passes. I guess he feels that Emmy can't do it because he's only rushing 2 people and spying Lamar Jackson, so Emmy's just going to have to drop back and beat him, and I guess Phil just doesn't feel like he can do it. I mean, and also the situation helps a little bit because he's down 4 scores, so he's gonna have to look for bigger plays. I don't know if this approach would have worked in a 0-0 game, but who knows? Props to Phil.
First down, Baltimore.
It's an interesting play. Literally nobody was open.
Look at my boy, Blue Mania, aka J Money. Throw the damn towel! Oh man!
You hate to see it.
And the Steelers have just picked off Josh Allen.
Oof.
In real life, we need that Steelers defense to do work today.
And Phil has corners with DBs with abilities everywhere. It is really risky to throw the ball. Really risky to throw the ball. What is it, a 26-point game? I believe he was up 11. Yeah, 26-point game. And Phil's all over that.
And the people in the chat have noticed that we have a rule break here by PhiIIy.
No rules in the Super Bowl. No rules in the Super Bowl, right? They established that.
Rushing 2 people. Taint the Super Bowl.
Amy requested the no rule.
He did. He definitely did.
Isn't it no stat rule? But
hey, no, you can't. No, it's always no stats in playoffs. But no rules because Amy wanted to go for 4th down.
Yep, he did set the tone for that.
I know way more. I know way more than you.
Yeah, he set the tone for that.
Disgusting. The integrity of the league has flown out the window.
It's been shattered. JK wanting to run the ball now that the game's over.
Yeah, Emmy got away. He got into that wanting to match Phil throw for throw, and he should have kept up with the running. At one point, J.K. Dobbins was averaging 6 yards a carry.
I mean, on the restart, he has 1 quarter.
Yeah. Obviously, definitely. Obviously on the restart, but earlier in the game, again, he just went into that mode of wanting to match Phil.
Really on the 4th down, the 4th and 1, didn't convert.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, not in the Super Bowl. I think he should have taken points. Make it a 1-score game in the 4th.
And Cam Jordan is absolutely killing Orlando Brown. Absolutely killing him. And Phil is just playing straight cover 9. Actually, he's playing cover 3. He's bluffing the 9, but that safety is screaming down to the flat. That is a really good bluff.
Showing the 9.
I think we can officially say we have a repeat Super Bowl winner.
And I think we can officially say, ain't nobody happy about this shit.
Not one person. Not one person. Oh, that's a big-time grab by Marquise Brown.
No, bro, that's Madden. Them dudes want to start playing when the game's over, bro.
Facts. Just like they know.
First down, Ravens. First and goal, Baltimore.
Let's see if Emmy can score here to make the score look a little bit better. And he does.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
All right, a touchdown for respect there.
Yep.
His kick is good.
I don't remember what was the score of the first game. I know Phil was up 11. I want to say, was it? I don't remember the score. Was it 13-24?
No, he had 17. Imran had 17.
Oh, okay, so 17-28. Okay, so the combined score of this Super Bowl is 24 to. Oh, Phil's not too far off. 51-24. He wasn't too far off in his prediction. Of course, he's gonna try to go score again with 5 seconds left. See if he can hit a big play because there's no respect in Bless League.
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
Hey, man. Quarterback should not be able to throw like that when he's running.
No, he should not. And that is ball game. What are they going to do? They're going to quit this out? Get this over with? What are we doing here?
I think we'll be waiting for both users in the post game.
We have a call here by Little Philly.
Oh, Phil wants to get dashboards and bang. Oh, wow. So they're going to make us watch this for. Watch this, huh? That's interesting.
And I'm going to be completely real with you. The game's over. Little Philly won. Let's get these guys in the booth.
Chew clock so Steph can get banners and stuff. Disgusting. Just reuse the same pictures from last year and let's keep this moving.
Right.
Alright,
maybe we should start bringing them into the booth.
that's what I'm doing. Pull up to the booth. Imran not feeling it.
I hope they do not seriously expect us to watch 4 quarters
Is
of
their
them.
game still going? I'm not even watching it right now.
Yeah, they could do as they wish with this game, you know, but
There we go.
Yo, like, people always want me to get to the threats, bro. Like, I'm playing with these dudes.
Yo, homies.
Yo, what it do, Emmy?
What's
Hey,
good,
man.
dog?
Amy, how you feeling,
I'm not
man?
gonna lie to you.
You
I
know,
feel that one with
it's
you.
okay. I had a couple of chances. You know, I think I played not that great, but it was good. You know, it took me way too long to figure out what to do with the motion, and I think I just didn't have enough time to figure it all out. But it's okay. You know, it was a good game. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Right.
What improvements are you looking to make to your team this offseason so you can get back to this position?
Thanks for asking that. Almost like I planned to that. So I made a trade today with Millen to get a nice extra fast corner on my team, so that my 4th corner stops getting abused. But I think Marcus Peters is going to get real old now, so I think he might be like 85 speed next season. So I might have to swap him out. But yeah, I think just always looking to add speed in the secondary is really what you need, you know, because when you got those guys motioning around, you either got to find a scheme where everyone stays in place and gets lined up, or you got to somehow get people who are fast enough to not get beat when you do that, you know. So,
Right.
Gotcha.
Question,
Well, I don't
real
have
quick.
any other questions. Congratulations on your season, Emmy.
thank you, I appreciate that.
Look
Most
forward to seeing you next season.
Thank you, guys.
Word. Yeah. No, congratulations on the season and everything. But yo, the 4th and 1. Walk us through it.
Where I didn't kick it, right? The one where I went for it.
Because
no,
that's
we
like
were
the
expecting
pivotal.
you to go for it, but
I was
we were just
expecting a field
expecting you for a Lamar Jackson, maybe
So-
run or something around there.
Yeah.
You know,
Walk us through
honestly,
it.
I think
No.
Err.
He's gonna get. Damn. I don't know if he's gonna make it. If he's gonna make it back. Gonna get a little Philly in here. In case Amy is too salty to come back. Wouldn't be mad at it. Year. Oh my goodness.
I told y'all that was expected, man. Three on the way.
Oh man, they're calling your shot
I
already.
can promise I'm not letting that happen. Personally, Packers. That's what I do, bro. Anyways, yeah, no. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to the Cardinals, the team you built. What else are we shouting out?
It seems like you were really prepared for the man coverage. You did exactly what you said you did. You were just going to let your players win one-on-one matchups, and it looked like that was just motioning Smart over, running a slant to him, and then Chesina running an over route. But what I didn't expect is Ezekiel McCaffrey. Was that a part of the game plan?
I mean, he just kept leaving it naked, so I was like, all right. So I planned on scoring a bunch of points real fast, but he played everyone over top, and I was like, all right. I mean, I'm not gonna force this shit, but so yeah, I just took what he gave me. Yeah.
And then last question for me: what changes should we expect in Arizona this offseason, personnel wise?
Chesina's on the way out.
You know the fucking vibes.
Jair and Terry McLaurin are on the way in, so that's probably the only big change. We got 3 firsts. Probably gonna draft a couple studs, figure out where they can fit. But yeah, it's nothing major.
3 firsts?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Alright, congratulations, man. Great season. Anything from you, Teddy?
Congrats on bringing him back, the Super Bowl back to the NFC.
Facts.
Everybody knows the great competition that we have here, but
Absolutely.
we definitely don't want to see this next season again.
Absolutely not. I'm hurt. Oh man, but nah, man. Gotta give you your props, you know. Straight
to this day.
A great game, a great season, and congrats, man. That was a Super Bowl. Brought to you by the Blessed Network. And yeah, we'll catch y'all next season. We'll be clamping Philly. Don't even worry.